Next on BGSU Brain Game, it is finale time. Pandora Gilboa versus St. Francis. We best prepare for a brain battle beyond belief by some neural ninjas in epic cranial combat. Only one team can leave victorious. Who's it going to be? Only one way to find out. BGSU's Brain Game starts right now. And welcome to BGSU Brain Game, the finale, Pandora Gilboa versus St. Francis. Let's take a look at our starting lineups. For Pandora Gilboa, led by Coach Recker. In slot number 1, we have Zach, a senior. In slot number 2, we have Holiday, a sophomore. In slot number 3, we have Jacob, a junior. Now for St. Francis, led by Coach Getting. We have in slot number 1, Jordan A., a sophomore. In slot number 2, we have Justin, the senior. And in slot number 3, we have Jordan E., a junior. Let's give it up for our teams. All right, teams, this is it. Before we begin, I want to thank Team Brain Game. I want to thank Tom, Megan, Karen, John, Josh, and Charlie, as well as the rest of the amazing WBGU staff, and of course our courageous crew and editors. Folks, please make sure you check our credits. We cannot do without them, and of course we can't do it without all of these amazing schools. Let's give them a round of applause for all of our schools this season. But there can be only one champion, and that's why we're here, right now. This is the finale, and we start things off as we always do with our toss-up round. In this round, all questions are 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer. So like I said, we can play a little bit looser on the buzzers. Let's just settle in. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can steal a question in this round. Pandora Gilboa, St. Francis, toss-up round starts right now. The NBA team from Dallas occasionally uses the short. That would be St. Francis. Justin.
The Mavericks.
The Mavericks, nicknamed the Mavs. They are the Mavericks. The term for a particle accelerator that uses electromagnetic forces to, that would be St. Francis. Justin.
Cyclotron.
Cyclotron is correct. In the movie Captain America, Brave New World, who plays Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, who is the president of the, that would be Pandora Gilboa. Jacob.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford is correct. Starts with the letter P. Name the character in The Taming of the Shrew who tames Catherine. That would be St. Francis. Jordan A.
Percival.
Incorrect. Pandora Gilboa, chance to steal. That would be Jacob.
Petruchio.
Petruchio is correct. What particle was discovered by J.J. Thomson? Well, that would be Pandora Gilboa. Jacob.
The electron.
Electron is correct. Published in 1966, the groundbreaking true crime novel In Cold Blood. That would be St. Francis. Justin.
Capote.
Was written by Truman Capote. Correct. Jackson is on vacation on a Mediterranean island due south of Sicily. If that would be Pandora Gilboa. Jacob.
Sardinia.
Incorrect. If he is eating lunch in the tiny capital city of Valletta, what island nation is he visiting? That would be St. Francis. Justin.
Malta.
Malta is correct. Multiple choice question. Name the huge structure found in 1900 in the ancient city of Knossos by Arthur Evans. It is the largest Bronze Age archaeological site on the island of Crete. Is it A, the Acropolis? Is it B, the Temple of Poseidon? Or C, the Palace of Minos? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
C.
C is correct, the Palace of Minos. Before LED and fluorescent lights, what type? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Jacob.
Incandescent.
Incandescent is correct. Starts with an I. In historical astronomy, the name for the circle of 30-degree divisions of celestial longitude that are centered on the ecliptic. That would be Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Is that the zodiac?
That is the zodiac. That is all 10 questions in our round. Let's take a look at our score. Currently, St. Francis at 40 points. And currently in the lead with 60 points is Pandora Gilboa. But this finale is just warming up. Coming up next is our risk and reward round. Stay tuned. I'm Mark Hathaway, host of BGSU Brain Game. If you find yourself shouting answers from the couch during our show, we have a new club just for you. It's called the Brain Boosters. As a member, you'll receive an invitation to a Brain Game taping and a meet and greet with the cast and crew. But that's not all. Let's meet the starting lineup. With a donation of $60, you'll receive a year-long membership to the Brain Boosters, a Brain Game stress ball, and access to PBS Passport, a streaming library of thousands of your favorite programs. A $90 donation will get you the club membership, PBS Passport, as well as a Brain Game mug. Are you an avid reader of the New York Times? How about wanting to learn a second language on Babbel? Well, a $120 donation will give you a year-long subscription to either service, membership to the Brain Boosters, and access to PBS Passport. And finally, a donation of $150 or more will get you everything I just mentioned, a Brain Game stress ball and mug, a year-long membership to the Brain Boosters, PBS Passport, and a subscription to either Babbel or the New York Times. And let's not forget, you'll receive our monthly preview guide as well. So, what's your answer? You have 3 seconds remaining. There's no time limit on joining. Thanks for supporting WBGU PBS, and we will see you at the next BGSU Brain Game. We are here with Coach Getting for St. Francis. Coach, what has your team meant to you this year? What have they meant to each other?
Well, as a first-year coach, just seeing the dedication and the work that the kids put in is just really inspiring for me, and it's taught me a lot, not just about the trivia, but just about being a good competitor, a good sport, and just putting in a good work ethic too. Seeing the brotherhood at every practice, at every match, it's been really great.
Any word to your seniors leaving?
I'm gonna miss you. It's been great, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to at least spend a year here as Quiz Bowl coach.
Thanks, Coach. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game, the finale. It is St. Francis at 40 points, Pandora Gilboa at 60 points. Before we move to our next round, let's welcome some new players to the game. In slot number 1, for Pandora Gilboa, we have Chase, a senior. And for St. Francis, in slot number 3, we have Bennett, a freshman. Welcome to our 2 new players and our returning players from the last round. This is risk and reward, and it goes a little something like this. Both teams, you're going to get a shot at the same 10 questions. The first 9, 10 points apiece, no deduction for an incorrect answer. You can continue to play a little bit looser on your buzzers. The 10th question, however, is the risk and reward question. We're going to give you a topic. You can risk up to 30 of your points on that topic. Get it right, you get the points. You get it wrong or a non-answer, I'm sorry, it's going to be negative points. However, in all fairness, if you don't like the topic, you can simply pass. All right, St. Francis, you're at 40. Pandora Gilboa at 60. Pandora Gilboa, you will be sticking around. St. Francis, out you go. Time for isolation. All right, Pandora Gilboa, are you ready for risk and reward?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Starts right now. God that Montezuma believed Hernando Cortez to be when he marched on Tenochtitlan.
I'm pretty sure it's that one because he was lightning king. I don't know the full name.
In time? Not in time. Quetzalcoatl is what we needed there. What is longer, 2.5 inches or 5 centimeters?
It's 2.5 inches, I think.
Yeah.
That would be Holiday.
2.5 inches.
Correct. Brown is typically achieved by mixing what 3 primary colors? That would be Holiday.
Red, yellow, and blue.
Correct. Multiple choice question. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, is the first line of what story? Is it A? That would be Pandora Gaboa. Holiday.
Tale of Two Cities.
A Tale of Two Cities. The comedian's effervescent stage present captivated the audience. Spell effervescent.
You want to take it?
I'll try.
Okay.
That would be Holiday.
EFFERVESCENT.
Correct. To the nearest tenth, 1 kilogram equals how many pounds? Holiday.
2.2.
Correct. If you have Berber carpet in your house, is it considered short or tall?
I believe it's more.
Okay,
I have no clue. 50-50 shot lines.
Go for tall.
Holiday.
Long.
Short. What does the FC stand for in the names of many European soccer clubs such as FC Barcelona and FC Bayern Munich? That would be Jacob.
Football club?
Football club is correct. Which popular video game franchise released Tears of the Kingdom in 2023, a highly acclaimed sequel to a previous open world adventure? That would be Holiday.
Legend of Zelda.
Correct. Risk and reward time. The topic is capital cities.
I'm going to go 20.
All right.
Capital cities.
20, please.
20 points on capital cities. Here we go. What is the capital of the Yukon Territory in Canada? That will be Holiday.
Whitehorse.
Correct. Plus 20 for you. And that ends Pandora Gilboa. Your risk and reward round. It's now time to clear your score. And out the door you go. It's time for isolation. All right, let's bring back in St. Francis. Come on in, St. Francis. Welcome back, St. Francis. Are you ready for risk and reward?
Yep.
Then let's get started. God that Montezuma believed Hernando Cortez to be when he marched on Tenochtitlan. That would be St. Francis. Justin.
Quetzalcoatl.
Correct. What is longer, 2.5 inches or 5 centimeters?
2.5 inches.
Justin.
2.5 inches.
Correct. Brown is typically achieved by mixing what 3 primary colors?
Red, yellow.
That would be Justin.
Red, blue, and yellow.
Correct. Multiple choice question. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times, is the first line of what story? Is it A, The Old Man and the Sea, B, Gone with the Wind, or C, A Tale of Two Cities? That would be Jordan A.
Tale of Two Cities.
Correct. The comedian's effervescent stage present captivated the audience. Spell effervescent. That would be Justin.
EFERVESCENT.
Incorrect. 2 F's. 2 F's. To the nearest tenth, 1 kilogram equals how many pounds? That would be Justin.
2.3.
2.2. 2.2. If you have Berber carpet in your house, is it considered short or tall?
Tall.
That would be Justin.
Tall.
Short. What does the FC stand for in the names of many European soccer clubs, such as FC Barcelona and FC Bayern Munich?
Football club.
That would be Justin.
Football club.
Football club is correct. Which popular video game franchise released Tears of the Kingdom in 2023, a highly acclaimed sequel to a previous open world adventure? That would be Jordan A.
The Legend of Zelda.
The Legend of Zelda is correct. Risk and reward time. The topic, capital cities. You
30
can risk
points.
how many?
30 points.
30 points, no hesitation. Capital cities. What is the capital of the Yukon Territory in Canada? That would be Jordan A.
Whitehorse.
Correct. 30 points to you. And that is the end of the risk and reward round for you, St. Francis. Now time to clear your score, and let's bring back in Pandora Gilboa. Welcome back, Pandora Gilboa. Let's take a look at where our teams stand. St. Francis has 130 points. Pandora Gilboa has 150 points. A very tight competition indeed. We're just getting warmed up here, though. Coming up next is our category round where questions are worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points, and deductions are gonna start. Stay tuned. We are here with Coach Recker for Pandora Gilboa. Coach, what has your team meant to you this season, and what have they meant to each other?
Just a great group of kids. They get along very well, friendly with each other, have shown great sportsmanship. It's just been a pleasure to be with them. You know, we have a lot of seniors who this will be our last go-around together, so it's just been great to be with them. Some of them have been on the team for 4 years and some just a year, but appreciate having them all this year.
Thanks, Coach. And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game. St. Francis 130, Pandora Gilboa 150 points. Before we move on, let's welcome some new players to this finale. For Pandora Gilboa in slot number 3, we have Ethan, a sophomore. Welcome to you. And for St. Francis, coming on back in slot number 3 is Jordan. All right, this is the category round. There are 6 categories to choose from. Inside are questions worth 10, 15, 20, 25, and 30 points. But just like Captain Kirk says, red alert. That's right. Deductions do start now. If you're going for 20, you are risking 20 points. There is one double or nothing question hiding somewhere in there. This type of game, it could be a huge game changer. I guess we're going to find out. You may confer before buzzing in, and you can. I repeat, you can steal a question in this round. St. Francis, since you are at 130 points, you get to make the first selection.
We'll take Solve Me for 20.
Solve Me for 20 points. What is 23 multiplied by the number of days in a week? That would be St. Francis. Justin.
161.
Correct. St. Francis takes control.
Solve Me for 25.
Solve Me for 25. What is 5 to the 4th power? St. Francis. Jordan E.
625.
Correct. St. Francis takes the lead.
Solve Me for 30.
Solve Me for 30 points. What is 30 cubed? Pandora Gilboa. Ethan.
270,000.
Incorrect. St. Francis chance to steal. That would be Jordan E.
27,000.
27,000 is what we needed there. Yes. St. Francis in control.
Solve Me 15.
Solve Me for 15 points. If your car has a 14-gallon gas tank and you average 30 miles per gallon, that would be St. Francis. Jordan E.
420.
420 miles. Correct. Okay, St. Francis in control.
Solve Me for 10.
Solve Me for 10 points. If an item is $80 and is on sale for 15% off, how much does it cost? That would be St. Francis. Justin.
$68.
Correct. End of that category. St. Francis in control.
Science Potpourri for 10.
Science Potpourri for 10 points. 2-word phrase, sometimes called the building blocks of that would be Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Amino acids.
Correct. Pandora Gilboa takes back control.
Medical terminology for 20.
Medical terminology for 20 points. Which vitamin often obtained from sunlight exposure? St. Francis. Justin.
D.
D is correct. Let's see, St. Francis in control.
Colleges and universities for 10.
Colleges and universities for 10 points. What does the abbreviation MIT, that would be St. Francis. Justin.
Massachusetts Institute of Technology.
Correct. St. Francis in control.
Last Dance for 10.
Last Dance for 10 points. Based on the given definition and part of speech, identify each of the following words that end with the letters D-A-N-C-E. Noun, an excessive amount That would be Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Abundance.
Correct. Pandora Gilboa snatches back control.
Last Dance 25.
Last Dance for 25. Noun, an official prohibition or edict against something. Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Ordinance.
We cannot accept ordinance. St. Francis, chance to steal. They are saying no. Forbiddance is what we needed there. Pandora Gilboa in control.
Colleges and universities for 30.
Colleges and universities for 30 points. What is the oldest university in the state of Ohio? Founded, that would be St. Francis. Justin.
Ohio University.
Correct, in Athens. St. Francis in control.
We'll take medical terminology for 10.
Medical terminology for 10 points. What is the common name for myocardial infarction? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
A heart attack.
Correct. Pandora Gilboa takes back control.
Medical terminology for 30.
Medical terminology now for 30 points. LDL is often referred to as the bad cholesterol. St. Francis. Justin.
HDL.
Incorrect. What does LDL stand for? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Ethan.
Low density lipoprotein.
Correct. Pandora Gilboa in control, making a move.
Medical terminology for 25.
Medical terminology for 25 points. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy is used to treat a number of conditions, including this scuba diving ailment. Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
The bends.
The bends is correct, or decompression sickness. Pandora Gilboa in control.
Colleges and universities 25.
Colleges and universities for 25 points. Most BGSU athletic teams participate in the MAC conference. What does MAC, that would be Pandora Gilboa. Chase.
Midwest Athletic Conference.
Incorrect. What does MAC stand for? St. Francis, chance to steal. That would be Justin.
Mid-American Conference.
Correct. Mid-American Conference. St. Francis in control.
We'll take colleges and universities for 15.
Colleges and universities for 15 points. What is the oldest university in continuous operation in the St. Francis? Justin.
Harvard.
Incorrect. In the English-speaking world, located in England. Pandora Gilboa, chance to steal. That would be Holiday.
Oxford.
Correct. Pandora Gilboa snatches back control. Still fighting.
Wizard of Oz 25.
Wizard of Oz for 25. Before they were changed from the classic 1939 film, that would be Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Silver.
Silver, that's what her shoes were. Pandora Gilboa in control.
Oz 30.
Oz for 30 points. While Oz is in the Emerald City, once he is revealed from behind the curtain, what actual city does that would be Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Omaha.
Omaha is correct. Pandora Gilboa in control, making a move.
Science 25.
Science 25. Unit used to measure the volume of sound. Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Decibel.
Correct.
Science 30.
Science for 30 points. Layer of the atmosphere where weather occurs. St. Francis. Justin.
Troposphere.
Correct. St. Francis takes back control in this battle.
We'll take science for 15.
Science for 15 points. This term comes from the Latin word rodere, meaning to gnaw. End of round rodent, by the way. Let's take a look at our score. Woo-wee! Still anybody's game. We have Pandora Gilboa at 250 points. St. Francis at 300 points. It's all going to come down to the brainstorm round. You're not going to want to miss it. Stay tuned. We're here with Coach Getting for St. Francis. You're heading into the final round now. You're in the lead. What's your advice to your team?
Take it slow, don't get arrogant, but don't take your foot off the gas. You've been doing good so far. Just keep doing what you've been doing.
Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
We're here with Coach Recker for Pandora Gilboa. Coach, you've got a little bit of ground to make up going into this final round. What's your advice to your team?
Just trust yourselves, trust your knowledge. You've been in tough situations before. Be aggressive, but don't get out of whack and make too many chances. So, I think they get it.
Good luck, Coach.
Thanks.
And welcome back to BGSU Brain Game, the finale, or might we say the finale. This is quite a game, ladies and gentlemen, quite a game. Pandora Gilboa is at 250 points, St. Francis at 300 points as we get ready to go into our final round. Before we do that, though, we have another substitute coming in for Pandora Gilboa in slot number 1. We're going to welcome back Jacob to the team and welcoming back all of our returning players from the previous round. This is it. This is the brainstorm round. It all comes down to this. Both teams, you are in a position to win. It's all up to you now. In this round, questions are worth 20 points apiece. Negative 20 points for an incorrect answer. You may confer before buzzing in, but no stealing. I repeat, no stealing in this round. Pandora Gilboa, St. Francis. The brainstorm round starts right now. Whose portrait is on the $50 bill? Pandora Gilboa. Ethan.
Grant.
Grant is correct. What do we call the second stomach of a bird used for grinding food? Pandora Gilboa. Jacob.
Gizzard.
Gizzard is correct. Name the constellation whose common name is the Hunter. Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Orion.
Orion is correct. In Egyptian mythology, who is the god of the underworld? And that would be St. Francis. Justin.
Anubis.
Incorrect. Osiris. No stealing in this round. What scientific instrument is used to measure wind speed? Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
Anemometer.
Correct. The Schuylkill and what other river run through Philadelphia, Pennsylvania? St. Francis. Justin.
Allegheny.
Incorrect. The Delaware River. Name the type of paint remover that is derived from the resin of conifer. That would be Pandora Gilboa. Jacob.
Turpentine.
Turpentine is correct. This verb means to burn or sear, usually to prevent infection or to, that would be Pandora Gilboa. Jacob.
Cauterize.
Cauterize is correct. What is the verb tense in the following sentence? I mow the lawn frequently. St. Francis. Justin.
Present simple.
Correct. Name the Italian physicist and chief architect of the nuclear age. St. Francis. Justin.
Fermi.
Fermi is correct. In what century was the first permanent English colony at Jamestown? Pandora Gilboa. Holiday.
17th.
17th is correct. 1607. What is the product of 14 and 11? St. Francis. Jordan E.
154.
Correct. What is the capital of Algeria? St. Francis. Justin.
Algiers.
Correct. As of May 1st, 2025, who is the United States Secretary of State? That would be Pandora Gilboa. Ethan.
Rubio.
Rubio is correct. In what U.S. state would you find the Guadalupe Mountains National Park? In time. St. Francis. Justin.
California.
Incorrect. Texas. The Nile River empties into what larger body of water? That would be St. Francis. Justin.
Lake Victoria.
Incorrect. Mediterranean Sea. Begins with an S. What is the nickname for a person who crosses a picket line? That would be scab. Let's take a look at our score. We have St. Francis 300 and our winner with 410 points and champion Pandora Gilboa. Let's give both these teams a huge round of applause. In the spirit of good sportsmanship, come on around, meet in the middle, shake hands, come on around, and we will be right back with the trophy presentation. Stay tuned. And now, let's turn our attention to Pandora Gilboa, our winner this season. Coach, how does it feel, and what do you want to say to your team?
Just so proud of these guys. And again, St. Francis, you guys were awesome. That was a tremendous match. And just proud of our guys for persevering from behind, and just so proud of you. Great job.
All right, Holiday, it was a come from behind going to that final round. Your team brought on the intensity. Did you say anything to your teammates, and what was your mindset going into it?
I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to win this. But the thing that helped the most is when we're down, we did this at an NAQT tournament this year, and it's just been like a running gag almost, reassuring back pats. So we did reassuring back pats beforehand, and my mindset was, yeah, definitely, I'm okay with either team winning, but hey, we're here, might as well try.
And try you did, and you did succeed. One more big round of applause for the Pandora Gilboa team. They are BGSU Brain Game champions. Thanks for sticking with us all season, and we look forward to seeing you next season at the next BGSU Brain Game. That's a wrap, folks.
Thank you.